why don't I try making a VR game? Or, I can't do that? So since I'm making a big game called Alternate Universe, which you can wish on Steam by the way, I want to test out something that'll hopefully work on my game. Can you guess what that is? Yeah, you got it! It's a keyboard and mouse compatible. Nah, but on a serious note, it's virtual reality. Now, if you don't know what VR is, here's what it is.
So if you don't know what a VR headset is, it means virtual reality. So basically, it's just reality in virtual. Yeah, you're welcome. Explanations.
So now that you guys know what VR is, it's time to get one. But here's the problem. VR headsets are expensive, and I don't have one. Now, since I don't have any knowledge on VR, I'll just abandon the idea and psych! You guys think I was just chicken out like that? I'll show you guys what it's really done. No, you can't just buy a VR without having knowledge on what to do. Money go brrr.
FBI, open up!
What the frick is going on here? Oh. Thank you, sir. Wow, guys, I can't believe the FBI got my Oculus Quest. Oh, fuck. Okay, since now I have a VR headset, let's start by making a game with it. As always, we'll be using Unreal Engine to make the game, because I've made games here already. Since I don't have a title for this game yet, we're just gonna call it VR Game. We're also gonna be using Unreal Engine's VR template since I'm too lazy to code an actual function for VR. Now, my idea for this VR game is where you have to collect an object to go to the next level, but there are enemies stopping you from proceeding. So in the later levels, power-ups will be introduced to you, such as a cookie which heals you, this black cookie thing which gives you slow motion, and a automatic rapid-fire gun, which only lasts for 10 seconds while holding it. So let's make 10 levels, 3 power-ups, multiple enemies, and publish it on Steam within a month. Haha. Alrighty, time to make levels. So my plan for level 1 is to just make it kind of like a tutorial, just like most other levels in this game. So level 1 just teaches you how the rest of the game is gonna be like, I think. Level 2 is just, Level 3 is where it introduces enemies. So I want to introduce the player to a logger gun and a cookie, which if you don't know, the cookie heals you. I also need a model and animations for the enemy, so you know what that means. God, this joke is already getting old. Wow, those are some nice animation and models. Our animation and models. The animations and models I got are from Mixamo, so go check it out for yourself. Thank you, Mixamo. Very cool. Okay, so now that we have an enemy model, let's start by putting it into the level. It should be working pretty... So, I forgot to add animations to the character, so let's add some animations to the character. We could do this by adding an animation blueprint, adding a blend space 1D version animation functions into the animation blueprint. Haha, crazy, right? Anyways, I don't know how any of this stuff works, but we got animations now, so that's good. Alrighty, time to put the animation blueprint onto the character, and it now works much better. However, there's just one tiny little problem. The enemies can't damage you at all. So I added a basic functionality for when the enemy is close to you, you get damage. And when you take enough damage, you'll die and you have to restart the level you're currently on. I also added some basic sound effects and a little damage indicator for when you get damage, and now looks just a little better. Now currently when you shoot the enemies, they don't take damage nor die at all. So I did the same thing I did when the player gets damaged. I also added a hit marker sound effect and a little explosion thing using... Wait, hold up. Unity's particle system. And here it is in action. I'm not gonna lie though, Mr. Robot here do be looking kinda thick. I'm so sorry, Danny. But when the enemy dies, they explode, which looks very cool. You know what's better than having one gun? Having two guns. So in certain levels there will be two guns ready to be picked up, because having two guns happens to be big fun. Alright, level 4. So my plans for this level is to have a rerun vibe to it, which if you guys don't know what rerun is, it's a game that Danny made, so smash, get it now. So basically, if you enter the little portal thing on the ground, the next wave of enemies begin. And one of the rooms that were locked earlier will be unlocked for you to enter. Now for level 5. I got too lazy here, so I just copy pasted level 3 and made the player spawn backwards. But wait, what's this? A mother freaking slow motion. Don't mind if I do. So I made the slow motion ability that lasts for like 10 seconds, I think, which is kind of cool actually. I also made the sound effect for the slow motion ability, and here it is in action. Not gonna lie though, the slow motion effect looks kinda sick, which is why in level 6, I prioritized the slow motion effect and got rid of one gun because when I was testing it with 2 guns, it was too overpowered and you didn't really need to use the slow motion ability for that level. Now for level 7 is where the stress begins because I added big red boys, which have a lot of health and also do a lot of damage towards you. So, this is where the rapid fire gun takes place, because shooting them with the regular gun isn't really gonna do much. Now, I like bananas, and I want to make it where an enemy is holding it as a weapon. So I did just that, and made them do more damage when they hit you, but when you hit them, they die faster since they're not big or anything, like your mom. So I added them to level 9. Now, they are faster than the other enemies, which means the player needs to act quickly on getting the gun to shoot them, otherwise, you'll just die. Now for level 10. I just gave up here and added only 3 enemies to this level, which means you reach the end of the game. Haha, you thought you were done with the game? Hell no! Introducing Danny, who is the boss for the game. I hate myself. Now, his abilities are him trying to shoot you, the other one spawning 3 enemies in front of him, and the final ability is his special attack. You will hear him charging up his special attack, and once he's done, he will send out a shockwave, which if you are in the radius of his shockwave attack, you will die instantly. Also, multiple enemies spawn at a certain time during the boss fight. Now, before I tell you what happens when you beat the boss, I must tell you the name for the game. So, in my Discord server, which you should join by the way, I ask everyone what the name of the game should be. So, let's check out the replies and... Are you So, my friend Logger says to name the game My Dad Left Me. So... let's go ahead and do that. So first off, I made the logo for the game, and then I put the logo in my game. And here it is in action, and it looks terrible. Now it's time to put the logo to my game store page. But we have one problem. I don't have a store page available yet. But that's okay though, since I could get one from Steam. It shouldn't be that $100. So I sold my future, and now it's time to add the necessary information to the Steam store page. After doing that, it's time to send it out for review. Since the review time is up to 2 to 3 days, let me explain why Danny is the boss for this game. So Danny is technically the dad of the game since he loves milk and is on a journey to find the best milk, which might explain why he hasn't been uploading recently. So I yoinked a cup of milk and a milk carton model from Sketchfab. Our milk models. This joke got old. Stop using it, nerd. And then I put the model into my game, made it so when you carry the cup of milk, you go to the next level. And when you defeat your Danny, you get the carton of milk, and the real Danny has returned. And that is a story on why Danny hasn't been uploading, based on a true story. Not really, that's a joke. Okay, a couple of days has passed, and it's time to see if they accepted it or not. There's literally 0 chance they accepted this. There's this one fake review I made talking about the game on how it's like a Bitcoin miner and shit. And the rest of the store page is pretty questionable. They accepted it. Some motherfucker at Steam saw this and were just like, yeah, that looks fine. Greenlight that bitch. Thank you, Jeremy. Very cool. Now, the next thing I want to add into the game is to add a save and load feature. So when you log back into the game, your progress on unlocking levels is saved. And the implementation is pretty easy to add. First you make a save game blueprint, then add a little function for each level saying that you completed that level, and then add a save function for each level saying that you completed it. Lastly, adding a little... Boring, shut up, nerd! And lastly, I added a hard mode. So if you want to complete the game in hard mode, good luck on that because it's literally hell. Because if you die on any level, you get sent back to level 1. Oh, and I also buffed the enemies in this mode, so yeah, good luck on trying to beat it, kiddo. I also added some achievements to the game and hidden my secret chocolate milk in some levels. And now time to send the game build out for review, but we have a problem. The game needs a trailer and I don't have one. Or do I? In a world where your dad doesn't come back with the milk.
Who the fuck asked?
Are you no, there's no way Steam accepts this. It's literally a montage of loud equals funny. It's not gonna happen. I'm fucking done, bro. I'm fucking... Thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate you, bro. I just imagine someone's going through Steam to find a new VR game to play, and they find this game, and this is what they see. In a world where your dad doesn't come back with the milk.
Who the fuck asked?
Are you First thing I want to say is I have a Patreon now. So if you want to support me on what I'm doing, you can support me on Patreon. And you can get access to my videos and my games. Second, you can get this game on Steam right now for a special price and completely fucking free. So go download now, gamers. Hey, Future Leo here. I forgot to mention in my script saying that I have a second channel now. Sorry for the stutters because I don't have a script on me, so... But yeah, I have a second channel, so... Please subscribe over there because I'm planning on re-uploading my old videos that I privated on this channel because due to it being a dev channel. So yeah, link in the description down below. Okay, goodbye. Anyways, that'll be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Smash like if you like and smash dislike if you don't. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't for more videos like this. And we're almost at 200 subscribers. So smash subscribe and you could always unsmash later. Anyways, remember to drink your chocolate milk, hit that clown dude in the horror story, and delete Scuffy Game.